Good afternoon, everyone. Hello there. How is life treating all of you? As for me, can complain because life is treating me well. It's known that we live in a stressful world, and daily life can sometimes make us feel tired, stressed, or depressed. Some people go to the doctor for help, others try alternative therapies, but the place to find a cure could be somewhere completely different in the yard or garden. And now, or at this moment, or for the time being, I'm talking to you, or I am recording this video from my yard. And now I'm standing in front of a pomegranate tree. So, this is my tree. I think this is the biggest one here. So let me tell you something, which is what's the difference between yard and garden? Do you know the answer to this question? So what's the name for that piece of land around your house? The one with a few trees, flowers, and maybe some grass. Do you know the specific name or the perfect name for this land? How to refer to the land around your house varies by region. Do we call it yard or a garden? I think I have always used to describe it or to call this land as a yard and not a garden. But to be more specific, I don't know the specific difference between them. But I promise you that I will make another video to tell you what is the difference between these two words. So I have always used the yard to describe the area around my house with many trees. So in answer to this question, I leave that up to imagination. Maybe one day we will be lucky enough to discover the answer later. And when I discover the answer, I will tell you immediately. So let's get started our video. I think I supposed to in today's video I'm going to teach you how to talk about your favorite fruit. Can you see the sun here? Yeah, this is the sun in front of me. So the sun is shining in the sky, as you can see now. So now in today's video I'm gonna teach you how to talk about your favorite fruit and how to express your favorite fruit. How you can talk about this? I think there is no need to tell you what is my favorite fruit, because my favorite fruit is in front of you right now while you're watching my video. So let me just ask you some questions, or let me give you some information. So this is my yard. So the first question is, what is the most romantic fruit? I think this part will be full of information, by the way. So what is the most romantic fruit? The most romantic fruit is what? Is pomegranate. Do you know this word pomegranate? The scene reminds me of the frost. Can you see the sun from this hole? Can you see it? I can see the sun is shining right now, and I can see this in front of me. I feel like I am in the forest right now. So let me just complete this one. What is called the king of fruit? By the way, the king of fruit is mango. Which fruit do girls like most? Mango. But in relation to me, I am an exception to the rule, by the way. I don't consider myself from girls, by the way, because my favorite fruit is pomegranate. So, which fruit is the symbol of hospitality? Pineapple, if you know pineapple. What is the most boring fruit? Oh, the most boring fruit is watermelon. What is the oldest fruit? I think the oldest fruit on earth is fig. What fruit means thank you? Peach or peaches. What fruit symbolizes success? Grapes. What is the number one fruit in the world? Bananas. And the last question in this part will be, what are the best fruits for you? The best fruits for me, the first of all is pomegranate, the second one I think watermelon, the third strawberry, the fourth peaches. I think these are some favorite fruits for me. So let us complete this right now. Let me just start our video. Until now I didn't teach you how to talk about or how to describe your favorite food. But before I start getting into the topic of the video, I would first like to introduce you to the garden of my house. As you can see in front of you, this is the garden of my house. So my garden consists of three walls. This is the first wall in front of you, and also we have this gate. This is the gate here. It's a black gate, by the way. And this is the second wall here. If you would like to see this here, this is the second one. And also we have another gate on the main street. And also this is, oh, my clothes, I'm sorry. This is the third one. And also this is the fourth one here in front of you. Okay, so we have four walls. The first wall here is opposite me and overlooks the main street. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the first one because here is the main street. And the second wall on my right is lower on one of the small streets here. As for the third and last wall, which is on my left, which is the wall of my shop. So this is the wall of my shop. I have a small shop, but it's closed right now, so I didn't work in it, by the way. So usually the boys come from the streets next to the one I live in and jump over the fence opposite the main street and the fence overlooking the small street to pick the pomegranate fruits. They all greedy, by the way. They all greedy. These kids or guys, I supposed to say get kids, by the way, they are or they come from here, from this fence. This fence is opposite to the main street, and also they come from this one to the lower one from here. But I'd like to tell you something, which is in order to prevent the children from jumping on the fence to take the pomegranate, we put many pieces of broken glass and put them on the fence with cement. Here, if you would like to see this, it's something from prevention here, but it's not so clear here. We put some pieces of glass to prevent these kids from jumping. Okay, I only own it's if you would like to see, I only own these two large trees in the garden, and every season each tree throws out a large number of pomegranate fruits, and when these fruits ripen we pick them and put them in bags and distribute some of them to the poor people. Here, this is the biggest tree in my yard. This is the first one. It's so big, by the way. This is the biggest one, and this is the second one. So this is the smallest one. I only own two pomegranate trees here, but it's not clear for you because my yard is so big. Here, I don't know how to make this. Okay, it's difficult for them to come from the side of the shop because the fence is very high. Here, this is a very high fence. They can jump over this fence. This is the fence of my shop, by the way. It's so difficult for them to make it. Okay. Oh. Okay. We also have several ropes to hang the clothes on when they are wet. These are my clothes, by the way. You can see all of them because they still wet. So let's change the subject and let's talk about our main subject. It's known that fruits contain many vitamins and minerals that are good for your health. So let's take this quiz right now. Can you think of one red fruit? Can you think of this? It's a round fruit with a leathery red rind containing a juicy tart red bulb and white seeds. Yeah, it's pomegranate. It's all on your head. Okay, it's pomegranate. So let's complete the quiz. What's your favorite fruit? This is the first question. If you would like to make a small talk with someone, if you would like to start a conversation about fruit, you can say this. You can start this. What's your favorite fruit? I think in relation to me, my favorite fruit are many. So are pomegranates, watermelon, peaches, apricot. Yeah. What food do you usually eat when you're feeling a little down? So when I am feeling a little down, I think my favorite fruit is something from fruit. Yeah, yeah. My favorite food is something from fruit. Fruit like strawberry, by the way, chocolate. What's your favorite or what food do you usually eat before you've an exam or some important work to do? Before you've or some work to do. So I think if I have an exam or some important work to do, I will have to eat something, I mean something spicy, but I don't have anything specific in my mind, but I like to eat something spicy, by the way. What time of day do you usually eat pomegranate? I think after lunch, so around 5 or 4 p.m. How do they make you feel? Eating pomegranate makes me feel happy, makes me feel something special. Do they make you feel happier? Yeah, they make me feel happier. What was your favorite fruit when you were a child? I think my favorite fruit when I was a when I what when I was a child was pomegranate and still pomegranate. So my favorite fruit when I was a child doesn't different from my favorite fruit when I grow up. Okay, how to talk about my favorite fruit? Here we have some tips for you to help you to talk about your favorite fruit. First of all, you're supposed to tell us what is your favorite fruit. And the second thing is where it is grown. And the third thing is how often you can eat it. The fourth thing is why this is your favorite fruit. You're supposed to give us a reason. So you will have to talk about the topic for for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. So let me tell you about myself here. I just love to eat various kinds of fruits during different seasons because of their diverse but necessary natural values. However, if there was one particular fruit which I would just love to eat for the rest of my life every day, then it would be pomegranate, by the way. I still love it. Okay. So first of all, my favorite fruit is pomegranate, and the second thing I will tell you where it is grown. Okay, it's absolutely obvious by now that pomegranate by far is my favorite fruit, which stimulates my taste bud unlike any other fruits in this world. And as I have already mentioned, is that I would never get tired of eating this fruit. So, how do pomegranates grow? Although it seems an acoustic fruit, pomegranates do grow in California. And beside California, pomegranates grow in Reem's yard. Okay? And this is a small village. Here are some pomegranates. All of these, all of what? Okay. The inside of the pomegranate is full of seeds called arils. Arils here, I mean the seeds here. Okay. Can you hear the sound? Oh, oh, I'm not going to pick it up right now. Here also, you can see this. This is good to eat, by the way. Okay. So the seeds is surrounded by a glistening red bucket of juice which is sweet and tart. So, but let me complete this one. How often you can eat your favorite fruit? I think every day or every single day I eat pomegranate. So I eat pomegranate every single day, day by day, day after day. And I won't or I will never be exaggerating if I told you I eat it all day long. So, why this is your favorite fruit? Because this is the first fruit I saw in my life, by the way. So I think this is the first fruit I have so I this is the first fruit I have. I don't know what happened to me. I feel like all the words I have mixed up all the words in my mind. But just let me tell you the thing, which is this is the first fruit I saw in my life, by the way. I have spent all my days here in this small village which is called Albeda. And you know, I don't know how to say this, but let me tell you something else, which is what makes pomegranate romantic. If I asked you this question, what is the romantic fruit? The romantic fruit is pomegranate. So, pomegranate, often called Aphrodite's fruit, this pride gives support blood flow. So, all you have to do now is to make your own examples and your own sentences, and you can text me if you would like me to make it correct for you or not. But I think um, everyone will ever have his favorite fruits. And thanks a million for watching. Hope you benefit from this video. And thanks a million.